It ain't what you think it is, though. All right, let me do that again. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? It's not what you think it is this time. Let's start over. Okay, good, awesome. I need you to do something real quick, Doc. Go to the app really, really quick, because we're going to do some role playing tonight, baby. Um, go to the app and download that doc. You're going to see it as soon as you get on there. I'm going to tell y'all what the doc is, too, so y'all can go download. But I need Doc to do it now because that's my partner and good. Anyway, welcome to the show. It is me, your girl, Laborly, aka Cat Lee. I'm doing it again.
You have now tuned in to Ambitiously the podcast.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, y'all. Oh my gosh. Sometimes I amaze myself. I'm gonna get into that in a minute while we getting everything in order. Listen, today, yo, I'm good. I'm pretty good. I'll be fine and stuff. Anyway, today, hold on, baby. Today is the wiretap. Today is the wiretap. Today is the day that we dig into the latest on this these despicable people. But as you know, right now we are in trial. Well, we are covering the trial of Mr. Sean Combs, aka Diddy, aka Mr. Love. I mean, I don't know. He got too many dang going names. We are covering that case, and your girl got some transcripts. We're gonna get into that today. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I love this kind of activity. Anyway, before we get into that, let me say a few things so we can get it together. Join the conversation. Join the conversation. The number's 443-551-5963. 443-551-5963. You can send a text message. It will be read on live on air. When you call in, know that you will be live on air. If you drop a comment, I will read it out loud like I will do the text message, and it also will appear on the screen, just so you know what the protocol is. If you want to talk to us about anything, and I do mean anything, anything at all, contact at ambitiouslyent.com. Contact at ambitiouslyent.com. Or you can hit us up at ambitiouslythepodcast at gmail.com. Ambitiously the podcast at gmail.com. Check out our website. Oh, y'all, I'm so ready. Check out our website, www.ambitiouslyent.com. And while you over there, join our coffee community. It is under construction, so y'all know. I mean, it's not under construction that you can't go on there. Everything's still there. It's just we're working on some things over there. I've been working really, really hard today. I worked from the time I woke up to the time I'm going to bed, baby. And while you go over there, join the coffee community. Like I said, like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. We need every like, every share, every subscription that we can get. We appreciate those with all of our hearts, and that it helps us keep going and lets them know that you know that we know that you know that we know that you know that we are here. So do that. You know what I mean? Handle that business. All right, back to my shenanigans, because I'm on one tonight. Listen, so it I need y'all to go to the website, especially, let me put this back on the screen. I need y'all to go to the website because any of the things that we discuss, like as far as these court cases go, they're on the app. So you need to go. Hold on, and I'm gonna show y'all real quick while I'm waiting on Doc to get up in here. I'm gonna show y'all real quick because I feel like, you show people, then they know what it is. And I'm doing a live commercial tonight, so don't mind me. But it's for my company, so I don't care. But I'm gonna show y'all what to do real quick. It'll help you out a lot if you do this, so you can follow along with us while we're doing it. Okay. So let me get this in order so that I can show y'all. Okay. Okay. All right. So this is where we at. Go to this website that I'm about to show y'all, and I'm gonna show y'all how to do it in 2 seconds. And what you should do. Hold on. Let me add this to the screen real quick. All right, so this is our website. Let me put that up a little. Can I put that up a little bit bigger? Whatever. So this is our website, right? So what you got to do is you got to scroll down. Just scroll, 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 scroll. Just a little bit. It's not far. And you go to where it says we officially have an app. Want to download it now? Click the link. That's where you go to get the app so that you know, so you can be in the know about what's going on. Because, child, there's some stuff going on. Oh, child, 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 child. Child, it's some stuff going on. Okay. All right. I was going to say, why is this not working right now? Probably time to re up on the battery life. But anyway, so let me get that off the screen real quick. Remove that really quick. But yeah, that's what it is. So any court cases that we cover on the show, they'll be there. Like I said, I finally got the transcript. Some of the transcript. It's a lot of transcripts, but I got some of them. So we're gonna read through some of those today. Oh, matter of fact, let me do a solid. Let me put this on. Let me hook you up real quick. Let me hook you up real quick. Um, but yeah, oh, child. So right now we are covering this trial. Um, so far, okay, because I was gonna say what ninja. So far, there have been some testimony that one would say could harm Diddy a little bit, and then there is the testimony. Um, wait, this is not it. This is not it. Oh, this is some, but this is not the one I want to read. Okay, well, I'll put it up there. I don't. Hold on. This is not the one. Hold on, Doc. I'm gonna send it to you personally because this is not the one I want. I'm gonna switch. I'll switch it out later. Right now, we in the middle of a show. Not doing that. Anyway, so um, with that being said, yo, we gonna cover some of this, but I gotta send Doc the script so he can, so he can be ready um for showtime. Cause sometimes we like to do a little how do you say role play. I don't want to do that. Okay, hold on. I know what I'm gonna do. Sometimes we like to role play a little bit. It's fun. It's good. It's good for the it's good for the soul. So I'm gonna send this to Doc really quick. Give me a second, cause I want him to have this one. Okay. Let me see if I can do it from here. I might be able to. Hold on. Um. Oh yeah, I can. Doc, I'm sending it to you right now to your email, babe. Because this is the one I want you to have. Anyway, so it's sent. So anyway, that's not the one that I wanted to read. Actually, hold on, maybe I did something wrong. Because that is not the one that I wanted to read. The one I want to read is this other one. It's all kinds of transcripts running around right now though, but this one is a little bit juicier. Okay, no, that's not the one I want. All right, anyway, so I'm gonna hook y'all up. Oh, hold on, y'all. I gotta turn my sound down. So now I can hear you. They can't hear you, but I gotta turn it down so I can finish saying what I need to say. So I'm gonna mute you for 2 seconds. But anyway, yeah, it's crazy, y'all. So now I'm gonna bring my boo doc in here real quick so we can discuss. We can discuss and we can get into our little role play. It might be a little bit it might be a little racy. I'm gonna just tell y'all this. But now I'm about to bring Doc in. Doc, it's a little racy. I sent it to
Hello.
your email because I got the wrong one on there.
Oh, okay. I gotta go to my inch. Shoot. Hold on. Give
Yeah,
me.
it's in your email. I sent it to you because I looked at it and I'm like, this is not the one I wanted to read. That is another transcript, but that's not the one that I want to read tonight. This transcript that I want to read tonight is between a certain rapper's baby mother and himself.
Okay.
So this is text messages between the two that we are going to read.
Oh,
That's
wait.
why I said we're gonna role play a little bit tonight. We ain't did that in a minute. I feel some kind of way. I feel some kind of way about it. We ain't role played in a little bit. So before we get to that, I told y'all, and while Doc handling his business, I also told y'all last night actually I told you this that a certain young lady who was included in a civil case that Diddy has is willing to testify against him. So let's get into that while he getting it together. So Ethiopia, I'm not going to say her last name because I mess it up every time. The former Motown CEO denies a claim that so she says she's not, but she is. So she denied the claim that she was testifying against Diddy in February. Um, and Diddy. February saw Diddy's former producer Rodney Lloyd Jones file a lawsuit claiming the mogul sexually assaulted him, which is crazy because I'm still trying to figure out. Okay, whatever. Uh, so she bringing back all the memories of what we read in this little Rod case, and there's some things I got questions about. I got questions, and that's a natural human characteristic. Like when he said he grabbed him in, in his anus. He
Crazy.
grabbed his anus, and I'm still trying to figure out how that happened. So whatever. That's just me. Doc said it's the wiretap. It is the wiretap, but she says she's not. But word on the street. Now she said everything that Laura Rod said was a lie. Of course, she refuted all the all of the accusations that was made in the case, um, and all of that. That was back when Rod case hit the scene. But I think she's had I think I know she's had a change of heart because it's been said that she will be testifying, and this is the kicker. Her testifying, if she testifies, she wants her name out of that civil suit with Little Rod,
Mm-hmm.
which I find not going to be a hard. I find that it's going to be kind of hard to make that happen.
Okay.
Because the government has nothing to do with Lil Rod's case. That's a civil suit,
True.
a whole nother kind of courtroom. You feel me? Um, Nobody's going to jail in that case. Just people gonna have to give up some money.
Pay what you owe.
So I don't know how that would work unless she gets prosecution to negotiate that. I don't know how that works. So that's one thing. Cause how like he's in criminal court right now. He's not
Mm.
in civil court right now. So I'm just trying to figure out how that plays out. But allegedly, I'm gonna say allegedly just to be safe, she is going to sit on the stand. But I don't. And then also, that's the thing about people going on the stand because you don't really know if they're absolutely telling the truth. You feel
Mm.
me? And then you have to base it upon recollections of when things happen. Like even with the young lady who said that Diddy held her over the balcony.
Mm-hmm.
They tried to get a mistrial on that, which, by the way, the judge denied. And I'm gonna tell you why he denied it in a minute. But they tried to get a second mistrial because they said the testimony wasn't matching up.
Okay.
And then they said the prosecution gave up some false testimony or accusations because her and Cassie's story don't, although they tell the same story about that happening to her, they don't have the dates correct. But here's my thing: both of them was getting high on narcotic. They were. Cassie admits it. Um, the young lady admits it. They were. Everybody was getting high. So how do you remember? I find it. Listen, now I find it, especially with those kind of narcotic.
Yeah.
You feel me? How do you remember the dates? You remember it happened because anything traumatic, and
Yeah.
especially something like that, somebody hanging you off over a balcony. on, I think they said the 29th floor or something like that. That part you will remember because that's traumatic.
Yeah, trauma.
It's going to scare the crap out of you. But dates, not so much. I feel like the narcotic I have you thinking it's happened one date and then it happened another date. Then it doesn't help that I think she kept a diary, and when she wrote in her diary, does not match up to the date that she said it happened. So it could have very well happened, just not the time that her and Cassie are saying that it happened. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like they are saying it happened in September. Um, the defense is saying, well, if it happened in September, um, we got proof that Diddy was in New York in September. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? But it could have happened in August, and they
Hmm.
was just high out of their mind, so they don't remember the
Yeah.
date.
If you that high, time is probably gonna blur together.
Right. So I don't doubt that it happened, but I doubt the dates. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Crazy work. Did you get my file? No.
Yes, it's
Okay.
the GXC one.
Yep. That's
All right,
exactly. Yep.
I got it.
That's exactly what we looking for. So before we get into our role playing, because we about to get into So, of course, I gotta be Jane because I'm a woman, and you
Hmm.
gotta be Diddy. All right.
I'm the diddler today. I'm the diddler today. Take that. Take that.
Don't say that. That
I'm the
sounds
diddler.
crazy.
I thought I
No,
told
he
you that
not.
we won't
He's
stop. I thought I
Doc.
told you that we won't stop.
Uh uh
Bad boy, come out
uh.
and play.
Ooh, not flavor in your ear, Diddy. Um. Anyway, so we're gonna role play in a second, but that I wanted to talk about that part because that was a part of why he wanted them to grant the mistrial. But the judge denied it today. He said it's not happening, and the reason why he denied it is this: because they waited till after they cross-examined the witness to try to ask for a mistrial. Problem is you've already cross-examined that witness. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
The court has already heard her testimony.
Heard it.
The
Can't erase
jury's
the word.
the jury has already heard her testimony. So
Hmm.
now you want a mistrial because you saying the dates don't match up, but it doesn't mean just because the dates don't match. Like again, everybody admitted that they was getting high,
Hmm.
so that don't mean it doesn't happen. So the judge is like, nah, y'all already cross-examined her. How you gonna ask for a mistrial now after you already
Yep.
cross-examined her? That's unfair to everybody in the courtroom. Nope, the trial will go on. The trial will go on. So that's what happened with that. So no mistrial for Diddy, even though this is his second request. They not doing it. Okay. Now we have some testimony um, from. Well, this is actually text messages between Jane. Her name is redacted. She's going under the pseudonym Jane Doe.
Hmm.
Um, but and these messages are from November, right, of
Hmm.
2023, because she been messing with him for a while. Um, so these were presented in court, and we're gonna read them. You ready?
I need to ask something to make sure.
Right.
What was going on? Because this was what 2 years ago. Do I know the vibe of Mr. Combs? Do I know the vibe of the diddler?
Oh, we gotta get in. Okay, we gotta get into
Yeah,
character.
I need to know the vibe that I'm in because I've never
Okay,
seen
your
these till now.
motivation is you're a Schmeck's craze addict,
Okay.
and not only an addict for Schmeck's,
Hmm.
but an addict for narcotic too.
Okay. Look. All
And
right.
this is your inspiration. And you found another chick
Okay.
to do the things, the freaky things that you want her to do.
Hmm. Okay.
Um, and she's um kind of on the like she want to be with him bad because she's in love with him already. But you know he ain't pimp. You're a pimp right now.
All right. All right. All right.
Think
Cool.
about it. You got mad chicks in your stable. You got a
Yeah.
different one for every day of the week if you want.
I got
Or you
hoes in
got
every area
one.
codes. I get it.
Yeah, you got one for a whole week if you want, and then the next week you got another one. I'm gonna tell y'all some stuff about that too. because Jane is jealous of Young Miami. We want to talk about that after we finish this. And you remember Gina? I don't know if you remember her, Gina Hahn. That was one of his chicks too.
No, I don't
She
know her.
had beef with her, but not as much as she did. All right, so Gina Hahn actually went on Tasha K. She's probably like one of the first people to come out with with statements against Diddy.
Oh, okay.
Now,
Okay.
I honestly feel like she did that because she was mad at him at the time, because
Petty.
Jane Doe was around, Young Miami was around, her and Young Miami was going back and forth. She told Gina she was a eater.
Okay.
And if she asked Diddy to put her on her knees, she would. So young Miami out of the stable had some rank,
She,
but he kind of had to
I've been
give her rank.
saying shit about that. Like she ain't said shit recently, but all right, let's go.
But he had to give her that rank also because she was a little bit more sane than Cassie was. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like people saw young Miami more than they saw Cassie.
She was out. She
He
was
got
outside.
Cassie himself, even though he sold her from Ryan Leslie.
Hmm.
Everybody knows that. But with Young Miami, she was already in the City Girls. And she already been very visual. So you can't do the same things with her that you do with these other hookers.
Damn, they hookers
Sorry.
now. Skeezers,
These skeezers,
scallywags. Now let me stop.
these floozies. He couldn't do all of that with them. All right, so you got your character.
I got my character.
Let me get into
And
mine.
please course correct me if I'm kind of drifting when you don't think it really would have been said that way.
I think it would have been said that way, but whatever. Um, I got to get into my character because now I got to become the baby mama of my favorite supervillain, but they don't rock with each other. So now I'm bitter. I'm in my feelings. But then I got this rich dude and I'm rocking with him. All right. So, and scene. Okay. Hello.
Hello?
Hey.
Hey, I really need your friendship right now.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. I can't even talk on the phone. Like, please don't send no text or do nothing. People misread it and shit, and I don't know what the fuck is going on. You know what I'm saying?
Mm. Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, I need your friendship right now, baby. I ain't. I'm calling you back just to make sure you're breathing. I gotta go. I feel I can't even like
Yeah, I know. You can't talk.
but I need you.
Yeah, I know. I need you too. I'm just so. Oh, fuck it. I'm just so fucked up and like twisted. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm listen. I just needed to tell you that I need your friendship. You know what I'm saying. And if you need me too, you know what I'm saying. Whatever. I mean, you ain't got to worry about nothing else though. You feel me?
mm-hmm.
All right. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just in bed.
Okay, baby. Baby. I gotta my mom's just walk up to me and shit. Oh, you know what I'm saying? I just you know what I'm saying. Please pray for me. I'm gonna be praying for you. But I just know that I called you back. I need your friendship. That's it. All right.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Now we're going to pause for this. We're going to pause for this one because we got to talk about what we just said. First of all, you could tell that she don't really get like she know her place. She know she not supposed to say
Anything.
shit.
Mm-hmm.
She not supposed to say a goddamn thing. In my opinion, what no well first in your opinion, what do you think I need your friendship means?
If I'm hey, tell me you're speaking in code without telling me you're speaking in code.
You think a friendship is freak off?
No, I think in this situation, I need your loyalty. Friendship, I think translated, I need your loyalty. Some shit is about to happen.
Uh-huh.
Whatever you do know that we done did, my
Keep it
friendship
shut.
is your loyalty. Shut your
Right.
mouth. What
Okay.
look, if you need something, I got you. But if somebody come around asking you questions,
Shut up.
mum's the word.
All right.
You don't
Okay.
know
Okay.
nothing. You ain't seen nothing. You ain't been through nothing.
Keep it moving. Nothing to see here. All right. Okay. So now we're gonna get into our next um monologue and sing. Wait, wait, wait. Let me make sure. Okay. And sing. Hello.
Hello, hello.
And then whatever she said, they couldn't put it in the transcript. They couldn't.
Yeah,
It was unintelligible.
baby. You know I'm sorry. You feel this way. You know what I'm saying. You know I can't really talk on these phones. You know. I mean, what do you want me to do to make you feel better, baby? Because, mm-hmm,
And then she
mm-hmm,
said something. We don't get that. Um, I just,
huh?
I just,
I know I called. I reached out. I mean, I called you and reached out to you. You know what I'm saying? I needed you. I'm sorry that you're feeling this way. Like I swear to you, like, you know what I'm saying? Love was definitely, my love is definitely true. You know what I'm saying? We just some kinky sluts. I don't know what the word is right there though, but that's funny.
I feel like it's slight.
So we just some kinky sluts that I thought that we both, you know what I'm saying? Enjoy.
Now this is about freak offs.
This is, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm at this, you know where I'm at this point right now with my family and my kids and my girls. You know what I'm saying? And and everything that's going on, I don't want you to feel this way. I just trying to just motherfucking, stop all this madness. You know what I'm saying?
I
And I
hate that
don't
you keep
want you
saying
to
I know
be
that you know what I'm saying, but go ahead.
and I don't want you to be feeling this way. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even supposed to be talking on the phone.
Mm-hmm. Like I can't even like, and I hate that she say like a lot too. But anyway, mm-hmm. Like I can't even like. I don't know. It's just like it's just I don't know what I'm feeling and what like developed in me. I've been crying for like 3 days. I can't even sleep. Like just reading all that, it's just so like word for word. Like word for word is crazy to me. And it just feels it just feels just sick. Like it feels sick in my soul, you know.
Yeah, but you know me. Like, how you just gonna erase, like, you know me. This is when I need you to be there for me. You know me? You know what I'm saying? And you know we did all that shit together.
And who's there for me? Like who's there for me when I close my eyes and I have these fucked up things in my head?
All right, all right.
Who's there to take this out of my head and my heart? Like, you know, like and feeling so manipulated, like what do I do with that feeling? Who's there for me? Who's like I've been just privately fighting this for 3 years. Just I'm like just confused.
Like, we everything we did mutually together. Like, I don't know. You know I can't go back. I've been trying to be there for you. I've called you before these days. I'm trying. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay?
I don't know. It's fucked up. I'm just fucked up right now. I'm just fucked up. I can't explain it. It's just it's just so bothersome.
I'm here to help you. You know what I'm saying?
No, Diddy, she don't know what you saying. Shut up. It's like, no, my bad.
My cat came out. Character break.
My bad. All right, back in character. Mm-hmm.
Look, try and breathe, okay? How can I be there for you? And when you know I can't be on those phones and shit like that, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm asking you.
I don't know. Like, it's like I just feel like hypnotized. Not big. Don't bring Biggie into this shit.
Can't
Sorry,
you
go ahead.
see? let's get through this together. I mean, come on. Like, let's get through this together. Come on. We gotta be we. This is something that we was fucking having some kinky fun together. Let's not like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. That's how you see it, but it's just like
I'm gonna let you. I think you need to get some rest. Have you been up all night?
I've been up for 3 days.
Me too. I think you need to get some rest. Can you please try and get some rest?
Yeah,
Please?
I'm gonna pray and I'm gonna try to sleep. I'll talk to you.
Huh?
I said I'm gonna pray and I'm gonna try to get some sleep.
I'm gonna pray too. Pray for me. Can you call KK if you need me because I can't even be on the phones. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know that's like how you saw things, but just know that that's not how I saw things. And I just want you to know that.
You just what?
I said, I just want you to know that. Like, I know that's how you saw things.
What are you doing? Are you recording me? What are you talking about?
What do you mean? I'm in the bathtub. Like, I'm literally, like, on the ground, like, talking to you. I would never do that. Do you know how, like, long it took me to even write that to you? Like, I didn't even know if I should be writing you that be writing that to you.
Baby, I think this is what I think is best. You know what I'm saying? That 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 you get some rest. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to stay insane, but he get on my nerves. It's just the timing of things. Like, just think about just like how crazy. It just feels chilling that just last week I was telling you.
Baby. I can't be talking on the phone. You know what I'm saying? Please. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And
And
let's
oh, go ahead. Oh, you said and lots. What God is like telling me right now, you know.
you said what?
I said it's just crazy that I was just saying all this.
Hey, it's come on. What you doing is not right, man. I mean, hold on. I don't really want to go down that road. I just know that I know that everything we did, you even brought me a videotape so we could look at what we did. You can't, please don't get angry at me. You know what I'm saying. And and I just can't. I know I can't talk on these phones. You know what I'm saying? Please, because I don't know what the F is going on in the world right now.
I know you can't talk.
Can you get some sleep? And then call KK, please, baby. Baby, you have brought me this video thing. You know what I'm saying? For my birthday, like we fighting right now. I need your support, Please, as a friend, please, for the good times we've been through, please, I need your support. And I'm here for you. And I'm here for you to support you.
Yeah.
Okay. If you need anything else, call KK. You know I'm dealing with like, all right.
Okay.
All right. So you're gonna call KK, right?
I'm okay. I just need to get some sleep.
Okay. Can you call KK after you sleep?
Okay.
And if you need anything, just call. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, all right. Bye bye.
Bye. First of all, I'm mad that he said bye bye.
Why? You made he said bye bye.
Cause it's just weird. Anyway, first of all, it's a lot of things that I don't. And the crazy part is this. All right, so I need y'all to know that this is a audio. This is a voice. These are voice notes.
Yes.
That's the first thing I want to say. Um, I hate that he asks. You know what I'm saying a lot. Like that's no,
Tell me you speaking in code, but I tell me you speaking in code.
no. She don't know what you saying. She's saying that was a one time thing. Oh, okay. And so let me put that in too because he's saying that she brought the video to him. everybody know she ain't. She wasn't. You've been watching. You've been having freak offs. So this is not. But he trying to make her feel like she's the only one that he do these type of things with.
Mm-hmm. Isolation.
Yeah, isolation. And then he's also that gaslighting and narcissism is all in there. He's
Okay.
also trying to make her feel bad, like, well, you brought that to me. You brought that to me. We just some freaky. Did it? It worked on her though. It worked because she still was messing with him for years.
It was already 3 that we had when she made the statement of 3 years.
Right. And then on top of that, let me tell you this: some of the same escorts that he used with Cassie,
Mm-hmm.
he used with her. Same
Okay.
rules apply. No contraceptive.
That's kind of
Only
weird.
with her, I don't know. Well, Cassie didn't discuss
Sorry.
other him and her being in the room, but with Jane, they had all threesomes, all kinds of stuff.
Okay.
And her testimony was that she did these things because she wanted to please her partner.
Okay.
You feel me? Because that's one thing prosecution they tried to lean in heavy with it today. They were like, so you admitting that you did these things, and she like, yeah. They couldn't choke her up to make her say, no, I never did these things. Nah, she was like, yeah, I did them. And then I found out he had a whole gang of chicks when I'm thinking I'm the only one and that's my man, and that's not my man. And then she found out about Young Miami. He brought she you remember, all right, do you remember this video? Remember the video, well, you might not remember it, but it was a video that circulated a while back of him taking Young Miami shopping at Chanel.
Kinda. That was around the time with the golf cart video when they was at some place in Florida, Miami, and people had recognized them in the golf cart, and I think it was right around that time, kind of, sort of, right?
All around that time. That makes sense because remember this is where she started feeling herself. We go together real bad. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
All of
Mm-hmm.
that is all in that circumference. So what Jane said was that she, saw that video and it made her angry. Because in her mind it's like you taking her to Chanel and, on vacations and all this kind of stuff.
I assume that with women, if you showing off somebody and it's not you, then that's where the jealousy
It's
is.
going to cause a problem on period. It is. It is. And I'm all right. Let me bring myself into it real quick. So, and it's crazy because I could kind of say the same thing. So that situation I had where I got cheated on was real hurt about. When Shorty hit me up, one of the things that she said, like she sent me messages of her sending him messages, of because he would come see me or whatever, right? And she was like, I asked you and you said you wasn't, but I'm watching her because I knew you, and I'm watching what you say, the things that you saying because I knew that you really wanted to be with her and you really wanted to see her
Mm-hmm.
on specific nights that he would come and kick it with me.
Mm-hmm.
So that's an example of how that works. In Diddy's example, case, he told all of them though. I don't think he told. Well, no, I believe he told Cassie too. He told everybody he was seeing other women. But when it came down to Gina, Jane, and Young Miami, they all knew that he was seeing other women. They just couldn't control their emotions
Yeah,
because
and
girls are not. Yeah, girls are
I
not the
think
same.
the angle too is that in all circumstances, Young Miami is a famous person in her own right compared to the
Right,
other women that aren't famous. So
right.
in his position, yeah, I could tell you all, but if I want to be seen out, I'm probably gonna be seen out with the other famous person compared to who are you?
Because we famous.
Yeah.
Right. Don't nobody know. Well, let me say, take that. Let's take the statement back.
Okay.
People know who Daphne is. I mean, Jane is. Sorry, I said I'm sorry. People know who she is, and because of who her baby daddy is, people know who she is. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
But that's
They've taken pictures together. They got a Christmas photo, get Christmas photos and all that, where they dressed in the same colors and all that. 50 and his son got on matching gear.
Mhm.
She got on the same color. People know who she is, but she's just not as big as Young Miami. But then also the other thing that she made mention of is that when they started messing with each other, they had to keep it a secret because she was
yeah,
my favorite anti-villain's baby mama,
yeah.
and he's the diddler.
It sounds so comic book. My favorite anti-villain, and he's the diddler.
And he's the diddler, so they had to kind of keep it.
That
What's
is,
the truth?
yeah, it is
Shit,
the truth. It's the truth.
don't make me laugh right now, cause I'm still mad at him. You know what I'm saying? No, don't nobody know what you
You
saying.
know what's crazy though, and this
What?
is just the speech patterns. In my mind, I'm always like, do people really say these things like the like? I've noticed there was a bunch of like, but then I'm like, is this the culture of the way people? I don't talk like this,
I don't either, but
but I know in my head I can hear people talking like this
me
because
too. Like her, she got me saying
yep, yep.
her saying like. I could hear that. Like it's just like it's like it's like girl, what is it like?
But is it that like weird ditzy thing that is it done on purpose or really that is a concept of the way other people talk? Like I got me saying like now shit. What's the comedian lady? There's a comedian lady. She always makes fun of her daughter because she says her daughter talks internet talk.
Right.
It's a whole bunch of the likes and the hand gestures and all that stuff. It's very TikTokish.
Okay. I got an inquiry real quick. I'm about to find out because it also could be from where she from.
Oh,
Hold on, I'm about to find out right now because that would tell us a lot right there. Okay, let's see. That was fast. And expect that to go that fast. For me to find her that fast. And the crazy. All right. If I say, did let's okay, she was born in the so she's Filipino.
it's a mix. Or is she straight Filipino?
No, she's straight Filipino. She
Oh,
was
really?
born in the Philippines.
Oh, wow. Didn't know that.
Yeah. But where did she grow up? Hold on, I'm about to find out because if she grew up in this place that you not too long ago came from,
I live there.
that might play a part too. Hold on, let me see where she grew up. So, see if I can get that information. Okay, so she was born in the Philippines and she grew up in LA, and that explains the
That
like.
makes more sense then. Okay.
That's why I was like, I gotta see where she grew up because if she grew up where I think she grew up, that'll explain all the damn likes.
Yeah.
Like,
Makes sense.
like,
Makes sense then.
like. You feel me? I wanted to fight her. I wanted to fight him because he kept saying, "You know what I'm
So
saying." I wanted to fight her for saying like all the many times. Like, ah,
the
help
thing about
me,
I do think the know what I'm saying is him
Cole. It's definitely cold because he keeps
cold.
saying to her on there that he
But
can't talk on the
it
phone.
also makes me think like fuck, I'm saying like so much now. It makes me think that he would also think maybe this woman isn't smart enough, so I need to make sure that I'm doing, you know what I'm saying, hint, hint, wink, wink, dead to your face. But I'm on the phone, so I gotta
Right,
because there's no other way to say anything without saying it. But
right.
saying it that many times, it's like
And like it's almost as if he was like, "All right, listen, I'm saying this because shut up, you ditzy. You keep saying like,
that's one of the things I kind of get. That like I don't think like I think me and you if something was going on, I do assume that I can call you and just give a simple thing, but we have enough rapport, and I would assume that you would read between the lines well enough that I wouldn't have to keep saying, and Cat, you know what I'm saying?
you
Cat,
wouldn't have to." But here's the difference between she and I. I'm a hood chick, so I can read between the lines because I've had to do that a lot. Let's just say in the life that I lived before I started doing the things that I do now, I became a law-abiding citizen. Um, and by me dating criminals, I say that part. you learn to adjust to the codes of the streets. So it's certain things you just not going to say over the phone anyway,
And
right?
I do think that with this situation is some calculation he did in his head, like, I need to be able to tell this woman something, but I'm not sure she is going to get it.
Yeah, she's not going to receive what I'm trying to put down.
Exactly. That's kind of bad though, because what were you saying then, sir? Mr. Diddler?
You know what
What
I'm
are you?
saying? Yeah, what are you saying? She don't know what you saying.
She's in her feelings.
I'm from the hood, and I'm like, no. You don't know what she's saying.
That's
Nobody,
the
you know what I'm
problem.
saying? You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? No, but see, that's the difference between she and I. Cause no, nigga, I don't know what you saying.
And
I have no clue.
also, I do feel bad that I would love to have heard this to see the tone of it because it's
Well,
hard
this is the thing. Only people that could hear it were in the courtroom.
and that's
So
we were
we have
reading
it
it.
because the people in the transcripts, but
Mhm,
nobody. You'll never hear it on the news. You
mhm.
none of that.
And that was the one thing of
Other
even
than
trying
them
to
doing what
make
we
up.
just did.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry, I say other than them doing what we just did.
Yeah. But I know I'm reading. We set the scene. You gave me the character. I know who he is, and I'm trying to because there's certain parts that I don't think he was. I think I probably came off more brash than his because there's a part of me that thinks he knows that she probably will get emotional. So I
Hmm.
think I may have mixed up a couple of lines where I think he probably was doing the comforting, like baby, baby, compared to baby, baby.
Well, consider, see, it's two different sides of him with her, right? Because during the freak off, she said one time when they was having a freak off, um, it was getting to be too much for her, right? She started crying, and he was like, "Stop crying, cause you fucking up my high."
That's very pimpish. So I would keep it on that level the way I played it.
But now she not in his presence, and he know that she can expose a lot of things.
Hmm.
So now they on the you know what I mean, baby, baby,
And
baby, baby.
that's what I kind of feel. I think he was trying to do more of the, hey, you know some shit about me, baby, please, hey, but you know what I'm saying? That's no for real. That's what I couldn't. I needed to hear it to see how it would calculate because I'm like, if he knows she knows a lot, but he also, I would assume that the way he talks, and she kind of says it too, like all the stuff that we did, it still plays in my mind.
Right.
So did you just, and if you did it to please him, but then you were still uncomfortable, but did you let that override your comfortability of what you were doing in life?
She obviously did. Myself personally, it's first of all, I gotta be can I? Yeah, I'm about to be vulgar a little bit,
Oh,
so y'all
go,
know.
go. I gotta drop this too.
One penis in the room is too many. I mean, more than one penis in the room is too many penises.
Agreed.
I don't want to be in a room with two, three penises. Cause then I mean you expect all them penises to go in all of my holes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not doing that. Now, it's okay, and that's the whole thing. I want, but her testimony, and I'll say that in a minute. But one thing that I want people to focus on is just I had that transcript. I had to read it. But one thing I wish that a lot of people would do is stop focusing. Even though it's like a soap opera, so the freaky shit is entertaining. We want to know what the hell
Yes.
was going on, and them freak offs, and especially you and I because we read Little Rod's case together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? But I think with the overall problem that I keep having with this particular case right now is everybody is looking at the freaky shit and nobody's looking at the actual crimes that are they bringing out.
Yeah.
But
Because
I think when it comes to her too, because he's still paying her rent.
oh damn.
I mean, he's still paying her rent.
That's wild. That's wild.
That was part of her testimony a couple of days ago. He's still paying her rent. All right, so let me break that down real quick. Ooh, sheesh. I'm glad we get to have this little conversation. Now I'm gonna get to the love notes in a minute. But all right, so here's how this goes. After like the initial freak offs, I think it was like a week long or whatever he had her. Um, Now she's trying to start milking because I done did this and I did this. And she
Okay.
said she'd be up in there doing dances and pouring the oil on herself and all kinds of stuff, right?
Okay.
So, but initially, after the first initial time or times, then they started discussing him because he didn't want her because she has a OnlyFans history.
Okay.
She had a small role in the Pirates of the Caribbean, but more her what her job was OnlyFans and being a social media influencer, right?
Okay.
So he didn't want her doing none of that because he looked down on OnlyFans. I don't see how. By the way, I don't see how. But he didn't want her doing that no more. He didn't really want her working, so he like I get you a crib. So the crib that she wound up getting, it was $10,000 a month, 4 bedroom house, kind of spacious, good schools in the neighborhood for her son and all that good stuff. It's $4,000 a month. You need a security deposit and last month's rent, and you needed 2 months rent as well. So in total, it's $40,000.
Hmm. To move
He
in.
paid that so she could be up in there, and then he paid her rent
Hmm.
in between there too. So when people ask questions like, "Well, she could have not did it," she could have. When he paying you $10,000 a month rent, you kind of obligated to do whatever it is that he wants. He got you at his
Beck and call.
disposal at that point.
Beck and call.
And one thing she always said is that, when they got into it, and I hope I get those transcripts too. When they got into it, he would hold the rent over her head.
I- but
And the one thing that she said to him was this, like, every time we get into, I don't want to feel like I got to worry about me having a roof over my head and a roof over my child's head every time you decide to, you know what I mean, throw that out there. So he was using that to keep her. But I also want to say this: I do not feel like she came to testify on the prosecution side. She said the only reason why she came to court is because she was subpoenaed.
that could be true.
No, that is true. That's what she's saying. I wouldn't have came here if they hadn't subpoenaed me,
Yeah, it makes sense
and
because
y'all wouldn't know none of this. This is what she said on the stand. Y'all wouldn't know any of this if it wasn't for the fact that I got subpoenaed. And now that I have gotten subpoenaed, I have to tell the truth.
yeah, that's
But she didn't come voluntarily. She didn't come because she wanted to come and testify against him. She still loved the dude.
I don't know if she love him, but
No,
it's
she loved him.
lifestyle. You
She
think she
loved him.
love him?
She loved him. See,
Look, there's some
it's
women
only because
shit
I'm
that I don't
following this
understand.
case closely. She loved him.
Okay,
She loved him.
I don't.
She fell
I
in love.
don't. I would assume it's more the lifestyle, the more security, the more that whatever I do know about this person that
Let me
they
tell
would
you
make.
what I know about following this case. Most of the women who had involved with him on a sexual level
Mhm.
will say that he's very charming when he first gets you. That first like year.
But
I'm like, cause you're a man, so you can't speak on that, cause you
all right,
ain't never been in that situation.
true.
You know what I'm saying? When he first gets you, he's very, very charming, and he pulled on thick, and so it's easy for you to fall in love because he pulled on so thick. He treats you good. He bought her what's the name of that bag? God damn.
Birkin.
Well, he bought that after he bought Young Miami, took her on a shopping spree. But most of the ladies who have testified thus far, and we not finished with the witnesses, y'all. We got a ways to go. Um, Testified that when you first get with him, he pulled on so thick. But that's what they do. They love bomb you first. They love bomb you, and they make you feel like, oh, this is where I know I've been love bombed. And I was love bombed by my abuser. That's why it was kind of hard for me to go. You know what I'm saying? They love bomb you. They pull it on thick. They treat you to nice things, and they take you out to nice places, and They make you feel like it's the best thing in the world, and so you get so comfortable in the situation. I'm only speaking from what I've experienced. They make you get so comfortable that you start doing things that maybe perhaps you normally would not have done before. Thank God my situation never included another penis in the room. But they make you feel like this is where I want to be. And 1 year that shit will have you in love.
Look, I need a woman to love bomb me then shit.
And then that's when it don't work the same with women. We don't it's not the same thing. It don't work the same. That's what I'm saying. It does not work the same way. And especially I'm a little rough around the edges, so once it started flipping to the other shit, I wasn't taking like you want to fight, then we gonna fight, ninja. I'm gonna give it just as good as I get it. But for these type of chicks, and you got to remember what kind of chicks type of chicks these are. Look at Cassie.
But hold on. I do think there's a difference, in my opinion, as a man, that there is a difference between who Cassie was and who this woman is.
Oh, it's
Because
definitely because she told that nigga I'm not Cassie. She told him that.
yeah, and I think that's the
She
thing.
the girl we just she said that to I'm not that bitch Cassie. That's what she said in her testimony. She told him I'm not that bitch Cassie. It is a difference, but at the same time, if you look at how her and my favorite anti-villain, the conversations that they had, she's still not a thoroughbred. She not gonna be like, oh, you put your hands on, I will. You know what I'm saying? She said that my favorite anti. I don't believe that though, low key. I just don't. I don't know. I ain't in their bedroom, but she said he raped her. So yeah, it's a difference between her and Cassie, but it's also a lot of similarities. And the similarities are this: they're very weak women. They're not hood chicks.
Okay,
Cassie
if
grew
you
up
say
in
that,
a
then I
nice
can respect that. I can respect
middle class neighborhood in Connecticut.
that.
She grew up in LA, but she ain't grew up in. She wasn't walking on them.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She also said in her testimony that she don't deal with men who don't provide for her. So in order to get that kind of lifestyle, you have to be submissive. You have to be meek and mild because
No, that's true.
you know what I mean.
There's
So
a part of that.
it's a lot of that. I'm a woman. I know. I've had men that took care of me, and I was very much meek and mild with those men that took care of me. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't gangster like.
But that's the that is the kind of
But
the
at the same time, I personally, not speaking for them, but I personally, I have my breaking points. And once you start laying, I only had one man in my whole entire life that was putting his hands on me, and like I said, I gave it like I got it. Ask him about the coffee pot. But anyway, but these are not those type of chicks. You seen
okay.
what he did to Cassie. Ain't the only difference between them is it's a video of Cassie getting fucked up in the hallway. Ain't no videos of them. Oh, also,
I think
I
it's an
feel some
HG
kind of
thing.
way, and let me say this real quick.
Go
I
ahead.
feel some kind of way because she said that somebody tried to blackmail her and Diddy too, and that's the same thing that Cassie said. And then I go back to the story where 50 Cent talks about how he received some footage of Cassie, and he
Mm-hmm.
approached. Remember, you remember that story?
Kind of, sort of.
And he called Diddy up, and he like, yo, like that's your girl. And Diddy like, yeah, that's my girl. That's my boo. That's my whatever. And he was like, I'm gonna send you something. I'm gonna send this to you. When I send it to you, after you see what it is, call me right back. And then Diddy called him back like, thanks, man, thanks. But 50 said in his heart of hearts, he believed that Diddy circulated that footage.
That is insidious. That is insidious.
So now I'm
You know what?
thinking she had somebody threatening to expose their videos. Cassie had somebody threatening to expose their videos.
I'll be fair. I'll be fair. Hear
How
me out.
both of them had that situation.
Common denominator. I'll be fair. In a certain way that control everything, even a narrative that doesn't exist yet. If I can create the one, but I'm the only person that's creating it, there is a heavy possibility because also you can find out where the leaks are in your secrecy in your what? No, what did Dream call it? Your sanction. You can find where the
in your
leaks are.
sanctuary.
You can find where the leaks are in your sanctuary. So it would
But
not be weird. What?
I will say there's a difference between her and Cassie's situation. In Cassie's situation, they was trying to figure out, who and the person never gave her the like she never knew. But in her situation, the person they knew exactly who the person was who had the footage, and they
Mm-hmm.
paid that nigga off
Mm-hmm.
to dispose of the footage because in that footage it was like her and Diddy and two other men.
Okay. The
So
problem is though that I can fully see, and this is what look. Your favorite word is diabolical. My favorite word is insidious. I could actually reason with, based upon what where I'm assuming about Sean Combs the diddler, that if I want to release something, get this person in lockstep with me, I'm going to send this thing that I know because I do believe that there's probably a part where he's like, no, even though this person's my enemy, there's always a mutual respect between people in some way, some fashion, no matter what it is. Like we can destroy the world together, or we can just avoid each other together. It
but I
would
don't
make
think
sense.
that's what the case was because I think I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Well, can I
Hood
finish
nigga
my
to
first
hood
story?
nigga.
I want to finish my
Now
first.
Diddy and 50 Cent at one point in time was cool, right?
Yes.
They was cool. He was actually gonna sign with Diddy. He wrote some of the lyrics for Diddy,
Mm-hmm.
especially take this money. That what is G Dap song? Okay, so
Take
at
this
some point
money,
in
make
time they
this
did
special
have a
delivery. Special
huh
delivery. Special
special
delivery.
delivery. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Anyway, um, they had a rapport, right, at one point in time
Until,
until Diddy offered to take him shopping.
and that's the thing that always.
And then 50 started losing like, nah. And so then 50 really had a disdain. He probably already didn't like Diddy, but that took it over the top. And then 50 started saying shit about Diddy. Now, because of how diabolical, now this is not what happened. This is just my scenario in my head, how it played out. Because of how diabolical both of these men are,
Mm-hmm.
50 is just out loud with it. Diddy, a fruit pop. You know what I'm saying? And saying everything he could say about Diddy, right? And Diddy, like, I got you. Didn't he just have a baby with the little shorty? All right, I'm about to get her. And he did. You know what I'm saying? But the thing, the running thing, he couldn't threaten her with the footage because she was already doing OnlyFans.
And that's kind of the thing. If
Whereas though Cassie was like the clean cut
yep.
suburban girl.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's like, you can't send this to my parents. And with the other chick was like, okay. But at the same time, by this time, she already had a kid with my favorite supervillain. And that's the last thing you want him specifically, to know. When he found out she was in a little raw case, what he was doing, I know you was a worker. You little worker.
No, yes, I remember we was reading that. I remember that shit. She was, but that's the problem. It's
So with Diddy, his thing is if he wants you to comply. With her, he didn't use I'ma expose the footage. With her, he used the rent.
yeah. He
With
found that this was
Cassie,
well
he used the
controlled.
footage because she was losing her shit because she didn't want her family to find out what she was doing. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? With her, he used the rent. So Diddy was a very intelligent man. He knew who to do what with.
and that plays in what I was trying to say is like if I want to control this person, but I can't do it this way,
I gotta find another way.
and I know it work. I could send my worst enemy something, but then if there's at least that thin line of like to say you said the phone call went down, yo, bro, before I make any joke or anything, just cause to be at
Yeah.
least cordial with you in some way. We both in the same fucking industry.
But
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was before the take you shopping comment, by the way.
That was
When that
before.
happened with the video, the footage and stuff that 50 got, that was before Diddy offered to take him shopping.
Oh, well, yeah, but I still think, and this is just my thoughts. I still think whatever it was, because I do respect the fact that 50 Cent came in his own right as in he's a mogul just as much as Diddy is. Maybe not a billionaire, but he's still a mogul in his own right, and they both from the same area. Well, not well, from the same state,
Same
in the
state,
same
city.
in this industry and everything.
Yeah.
But I do kind of think that Diddy knows that 50 will go overboard, and I think
I think,
Diddy's diabolicalness is only matched by 50 pettiness.
yeah, but I also think that with that being said, because it started with 50 going in after that wedding, after the Chris Lighting wedding, talking about taking, then ever since, and then so Diddy like, all right, and then you gotta think about, and it's little pieces that you gotta pay attention to. You know, I'm a
Dot dot
kind of
dot.
person.
Like I know.
It's little pieces you gotta pay attention to. So remember after Diddy sat down with Drink Champs with Jada Kiss and Fab on there.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, that was weird.
That was when he was like, "But when we gonna party together? No, when me and you gonna party,
No,
we ain't party together."
no, that shit was weird. If you go back
Right,
and watch that, what we know now, you
and
can see what
then
it's like.
and then 50 took it up a notch. Now 50 on stage talk about how he a fruit pop and he don't go to Diddy parties because he gonna get hugged from the front and the back, and he on the Breakfast Club talking shit about Diddy, and he on everywhere he could go talking shit about Diddy. And then Diddy goes on. It's one particular episode of the Breakfast Club where they asking Charlamagne and them asking Diddy about the comments that 50 was saying or whatever, including with Fab and them.
Hmm.
And you can see in Diddy face like it started tormenting him.
I will believe it. I
You
will
can see
believe
it. Go watch it yourself. You can see it in his face because they're gonna ask him about the stuff that 50 be saying. Right? It's on the Breakfast Club. The clips is still around.
it. That's the craziest shit.
So you could see in his face during this freaking interview with the Breakfast Club where he started. You could really see the torment in his face. And then next thing you know, he spotted with 50 baby mama. That was
That's
on purpose. But he know he can't get her with 50. That's not a thing. Cause she don't fuck with 50 at all. That's
if
she not
you
even worried
handle
about
business
him
like
so
that,
much.
then yeah, it'll be a completely different
So
thing.
that's why he had to switch his game up. He couldn't hold the footage over her head.
He has to just do money.
So he had to do the rent. And you think about it as a woman with a child. I just want you to hear this out. As a woman with a child, and this is the person who's providing the roof over your head, you don't want him to make you and your child homeless, although 50 Cent will never be homeless. But her, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to be homeless.
But that's the
So
thing.
you keep doing whatever you got to do to keep getting your bills paid.
All right.
That happens with rich people all the time. So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not even going to act like I don't know that that happens. That happens.
All right, so one of the crazy shit that popped in my head, it was the city heist. What would you do? Your child's at home, his mom is sleeping lonely. It made me think. But then I'm like, but
But he never at home alone. He be with 50. Go ahead.
but that's the whole thing is like if this is gonna sound misogynistic. You ready?
Go ahead.
If this woman created this life, because you said she made the statement allegedly that no, you got to fund me. You put yourself around these people that are always going to have a leverage in some way, shape, fashion, or form.
Maybe if you handle it right. If you handle it, you could. Listen, like I said, this is why I keep saying it's different for women. It depends on the type of woman. Because even if, let me tell you something real quick, and don't get it twisted. I don't ask people to take care of me, but I've had people take care of me. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't ask for it. But what they never did is try to use that shit over my head because they know that's the wrong thing to do. It depends on the person.
Okay.
So for her, again, these are weaker women. Cause I wish a nigga would. I be paying the bills. All right, well, nigga, don't pay him. I'm gonna survive regardless. You know what I'm saying? That's how I would respond. Or if somebody say something to me that's crazy, I told you one of my favorite sayings: "Don't threaten me with a good time."
Come on, monkey, no stop, no show. Anyway, we
And
talking about
one monkey don't stop no show. But for them, it's different because with her, what one thing is this: it's okay for a woman to be And men be wanting to be provided for too. And look at the generation of men now. Now these niggas
No,
don't
that's
work and the
weird as
women
shit.
do.
Nah, nah.
And they driving the women cars. They riding around with fuzzy steering wheel covers on the steering wheel now. You know what I'm saying? So the roles have reversed a little bit, right?
Not the fucking fuzzy stairwell covers.
Yeah. Every time I see a dude driving and he got a fuzzy steering wheel, I always be like, that's his girl car. It's not his car. It's his girl's car. Cause ain't no dude put. Listen, my brother has his own situation and he be driving his baby mother car sometimes too, and he be in there like, yo, I'm ready. She don't got a fuzzy.
I'm saving.
Hold on, she don't got a fuzzy. She got a Betty Boot, and he be, I want to pull this shit off. So every time I see one of them, I know that it's the girl's car and not his. Or if she got some like them little ugly, oh, I hate these the most. I'm a muscle car kind of girl, so I would never like no shit like this. But when I see the girls with the little eyelashes
Oh no, headlights.
on the headlights, I hate that shit. I be wanting to rip that shit off. You know what I'm saying? Like, why the fuck do you have that on your car? That's stupid. But it's your car, so I can't tell you what to do with it. But so the roles have reversed a little bit these days. But I'm not gonna say it's anything wrong with somebody, being provided for if that's the situation that they got set up for them. I'm not judging that at all. I don't have nothing to say about that. And if the nigga go and do it, he gonna do it. You feel me?
Yes,
And if the bitch gonna do it, she
you
gonna
will
do it.
do it.
I'm
Yeah.
not
All
passing
right,
judgment
respect,
on
respect. I
none
know.
of that shit.
I agree with you wholeheartedly on that.
I'm
The
not
only
passing judgment
thing,
on. Hold on. I'm not passing judgment on any of that. Whatever her circumstances was with him, but I will say it does come boil down to like, if somebody think they got leverage, they think they got leverage. They, yeah.
yes, yeah,
And you having a roof over your head is very much leverage. Who wants
yes.
to be homeless?
Nobody
Who?
with the child, no matter what who you are, that wouldn't make sense.
And that kind of house, because she was getting child support and all that shit, but she couldn't afford on what she was getting from child support, because 50 don't play
Facts.
about when it comes to child support. But you see what happened with the first son.
They say you
Um,
a gangster. They say
oh,
you
you
ain't got
18,
nothing.
you cut off. You feel me? Um, but it wasn't enough for her to afford $10,000 a month. You know what I'm saying?
Cause you, no, let me
Cause
stop.
what?
Because I want to say she actually had to work to
No
take care of you.
bullshit. This is the thing. The recurrent statement from all of these chicks. Their job was to freak off.
Yeah, but then
All
that
of them said that. That's what their job. Cassie, she had a 10 album deal. She only dropped one album. She said my job then became doing the freak offs.
but then that's the thing I'm trying to balance between.
Oh, and he was getting shorty high too.
I think that happens when you in those things, but
I mean, she couldn't do it sober. Like, who's gonna be able to?
I don't know. Look,
No, I just said more than one dick in the room is too many dicks.
yes, look,
So I'm telling you that this girl had four dicks in the room.
but that's what
She
I'm.
better have been high. Her coochie hurt now.
Look, no, there was something I read that it said somebody said that too. But this is the thing I'm trying to say. There's a difference between if Cassie was an artist, but curated by Diddy and his team.
It's
If
no
you're still going to
different.
be an artist, it comes to, and I'm speaking this
She
from a
wasn't an
man.
artist after the first album. That was dead. Her job was to freak off.
Yes,
She
but that's
didn't.
what
She
I'm. That's,
wasn't an artist.
I guess that's what I'm trying to argue in a certain way. That if you were an artist curated by this person's team that made you, I also don't. And it goes to what you say. They're just weak. That you didn't fight to become back an artist again. You just had to escape.
She
All right,
couldn't.
cool,
First of all, now I got to break down the music industry, right? I mean, the music business. Nobody gets a tell-now deal. Nobody. Nobody. She
that's what
didn't
I'm
know that
saying.
when she came. And then you got to remember when Casey came in, when he got her, she was 19. What did I say yesterday about women? Their minds don't.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with
She
you
was
on everything you're saying. I
19.
agree.
Huh?
Everything you're saying, I agree. It's
Yeah,
just
she
that
was 19. No, she was not thinking none of that shit. She was a 19-year-old girl thinking, oh, I got a record deal. She ain't even thinking, like, who the hell gets a 10 album record deal?
that ain't even a 360.
Who gets that? That's the
Nobody.
contract of my life. He's keeping me locked down for life. She had
Indentured
one
servitude.
album. After that, she never, a couple singles sprinkled here and there. The Unofficial Girl. Now I look at, I
Wait,
listen to that song
how
way
many singles
differently
did she
now.
actually have?
I listen to that song right there. Very, very Unofficial Girl, Cassie,
I gotta go back
has
and
a whole different meaning.
you know I'm not a R&B person, so
Not you not, but you need to go listen to the song. Lil Wayne on there too. Um,
who wrote that?
Now when I think back, I'll be like, yo, that song got a whole different meaning now. Cause in the song she said, and I'm tired of trying. I want to be your official girl. I'm tired of being your unofficial girl.
Oh, wait, what was Ryan Leslie's song? My Diamond Girl, right?
Yeah, but see, now that's way after Diddy
Is
time.
Ryan Leslie still alive, by the way?
Huh? I
Is
love
Ryan
Ron Leslie.
is he still alive though?
Yeah, he's still alive. He
All
just be
right.
over in Europe extra
I was
heavy now.
like he can ride bikes freely like J. Cole. but
I only know that because whatever, whatever. This is personal business. Never mind. But he be in Europe a lot now. But
from Europe, I think I don't know.
yeah, cause he Diamond Girl. He was. That's not the way it used. Mm, 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 Yeah. Oh
Oh,
no,
you
that
know
wasn't
the
even a song. It was called "I Wonder If You How It's Supposed to Be." That was the song. I wonder if it was supposed to be, baby.
I don't know.
That was the song because he talking about you went and did that, but I wonder if you know how it was supposed to be.
You know,
That's the song for Cassie right there. But
well, she moved on. Look,
and he wrote that song after she moved on. So he's
so
saying, I wonder if you, because she went the other dude in the song.
all
That's
right.
how the
Look,
song. That's what the
life
song is about.
lesson
She
learned.
chose the other dude, and he wonders if she knows how it was supposed to be.
Life lesson learned.
See what I'm saying? But anyway, some of these songs now I'll be like, they hit different. You feel me?
No,
But
I said it the other day. The world of hip hop that I know is super fucked up to me right now.
when you
When
look
I
at
showed
it,
all the magazine covers and we said we had a story about all of them,
I know that was
that,
crazy. That was nuts. That's nuts. But what I'm saying about her, she was 19, so she had no clue. She was still dumb in the fucking head. She ain't know. So for everybody, well, she should have. He got her when she was 19.
okay,
That's the best time to get them when they extra young and very dumb and extra moldable.
don't.
And she was. That's why he was able to get her how he got her. You feel me? So everybody keep talking shit like, well, how she you don't know until you in that position. And you don't know until you a 19-year-old girl dealing with a nigga in his 40s. See the age gap? That's why I said that what I said about that 10
I
years.
said 5, you said 10. I remember.
Yeah, but remember what I said about that? You see that age gap? They don't have nothing in common. He
Wait,
got
let
her
me see.
so he could mold her.
Hold on. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can't see you though.
Hold on. What the fuck is that? What am I
Oh,
doing?
it's a kitty cat. Where did kitty cat come from?
That's the
Oh,
thing for the. Oh, hold on. My bad.
looking for the phone. Oh, they looking for you. Oh, so maybe they
My
just
bad.
can't catch your camera, but we can hear you.
Did it pop back?
But yeah. So you think about a 40-something-year-old man with a 19-year-old girl.
That's crazy.
Again, her mind hasn't even developed yet. So she
Right.
just thinking, I got a record deal. That's all she thinking. She don't know what she done got herself into. And then immediately he start giving her drugs. See the difference?
That's horrible.
So again, for y'all it's different and y'all don't really get to y'all will never understand men, I'm saying, will never understand what that's like because y'all don't be in them kind of positions.
Yeah, because it's conquer and dominate. I
Ain't nobody
understand that
grooming
fully.
y'all. Ain't nobody seeing you as a teenager and being like, yeah, I want that. I'm about to get that little young. thing and then pursue you extra happy. No, y'all don't deal with them type of things.
True.
Y'all not walking down the street getting catcalled all day long. I walked to the store real quick before the show. When I say it was like 10 cars, y'all don't get that. So you wouldn't understand it because you don't get that kind of, those kind of,
Yeah.
you
But
don't get
then
those things. They don't come to y'all. They come to us. And they come to us because, and then that's the other thing I wanted to say too, because I hear that a lot too. You too masculine and you too, we have to be that way. Why? Because of
why?
shit like that. Because of
It's
shit like that.
different. All right,
We have
cool.
to be.
But it's
Because we get out there, we walk out here and we can get raped. Because it's some men in this world that think that they, just because they're supposed to be dominant, supposed to be. I don't believe no man that does that is a dominant man. Because if you got to do that, you don't know how to be dominant.
yeah,
How you get
I
a
agree
woman
with
to
that.
submit is not like that. She has to submit by free will. Then you have submission. Um, you giving her a bunch of drugs is not submission. That's you, and she can't make no decision. She's high.
Yeah, I agree.
So it's a lot of things that y'all as men will never understand or get because y'all not in them positions.
And
Y'all
then
don't have to deal with those type of things. We do all the time.
in a statement in regards to what you said, it's also that I gotta be careful of any woman I deal with, protect
Because
any
she could say that
resources.
you did it. You, yeah, you do have to be, but that can be proven to not be true. We can't undo none of that shit because it's just gonna happen. You can be, but the likelihood of that happening is not.
No,
It
I
don't
was talking
happen.
about me protecting any resources, anything that I have that I want to share. I got to be very careful in particular because I have the balance between, and kind of like this situation, I'm making sure we centered on what is going on. If I say, hey, I could take care of you, I got to understand why I'm doing it and then how much you decide you going to play in my face or play behind my back.
This that
It
don't
was,
even matter because like she Diddy was a billionaire, so that don't count. And he could take care of a lot of people. He was taking care of a lot of people. What I'm saying
but
is,
his angle was
for
control
y'all,
with
because
doing that.
you'll try to throw that in there real quick. Well, I got it as a man. It ain't about y'all as men. It's y'all don't deal with that shit. You don't get raped.
Yes,
You
different
don't
things.
get
I agree with you on
somebody
that.
trying to beat your ass all the time. Somebody thinking they in control of you all the time. Y'all
Mhm.
don't get that as often as we do. Now men
Right.
get great because I've seen a man get. I mean, I heard of a man getting great before. Men have gotten abused, but the balance is not there. It's not balanced out. It's this how often that happened to y'all because of the way this light over here, and this is us over here.
No,
You
I
know what
agree.
I'm saying?
No, what
So
you're
it's
saying,
no
I fully agree. I
comparison
fully
to
agree.
what y'all got to go through financially because this is not a financial thing. This is a bring a harm to somebody thing, physically
Okay, yeah.
and mentally. You're hurting somebody,
I
and
understand.
that and money do not equate. They don't go together.
Okay.
They don't. It's two different things. So
Understood and respectfully, I fully understand what you're saying.
they
And
don't
this
go
is
together.
this is
I
what I
mean, you just because you giving me money and all of that don't mean you get to do with whatever the fuck you want to do to me. That's not how
correct.
that
No,
works.
I everything you said I fully agree with.
So I don't even want to bring the money part into it because that don't even matter. Like even though yeah he was paying her rent, but that's why she was doing it because she ain't want to be homeless. But when it came to Cassie, it was something totally different. He just wanted to control. Let's get down to the bottom line of it. He
Okay.
wanted control over
Yes.
everybody,
That
and not just
whatever
women,
lever I
men
have,
too.
I'm going to use if I was in his mindset that I the way I read all
He
this stuff and
wants to
understand.
control everybody, and that's
Yeah.
the mindset that it was. Remember, they not the first ones.
No.
They just the
Oh,
last
I got a
ones.
question. I got a question. If you what I'll let you finish.
Uh huh.
You want the question now or you want to
Go ahead, cause I gotta get to these
out of
females. We
every
about to get
woman
out
you
of here.
think that you are aware of that he dealt with, who you think was the strongest?
Kim, that's why she not here no more.
Damn, that's scary.
And Gene and a couple of other people already confirmed why he got that cut on his wrist. Kim, because she grabbed that
You mean
corkscrew
Porter?
and stabbed his ass, and
You
then
mean
went to St. John University with him to get him stitched up. Kim,
Porter, right?
yeah,
Okay, I'm making sure we're saying the same because there's the word
Kim.
Kim, but I'm making sure. All right, yeah.
Misa's strong too, but I don't think she got away. Kim was there a lot longer than Misa was.
Mhm. And this was in the beginning too.
Kim
So
had 3 children by him. Kim. That's who I'm gonna say the strongest out of everybody was Kim. And all of them bitches was jealous. Well, Jane didn't come until later because I think Kim had already passed by the time Jane came. Cassie said she was jealous of Kim, and then Gina was jealous of Cassie, and then he
it's
got
a thing that
Jane,
happens
and
then.
then Jane was jealous of Gina. Yeah, Gina and Young Miami, and there's other ladies too, because he got a baby in between all that.
All right, so um,
Baby love.
hold on, because yeah, now we fully engulfed in this whole thing. It's kind of funny. I'll be sure.
What about him?
How do you think, if anything, that it plays, or he just being quiet because that near death
He's
experience?
not being quiet. He's taking the sand too.
Oh, for real?
Yes, he's not being quiet.
Oh, damn! All
And
right,
he's
I didn't
been
know that.
very verbal since Kim's passing.
Damn!
He's
All
not
right,
being quiet.
I was
He's not being
because the
quiet at
last thing I
all.
heard about
I'll be
Albie Shore
sure
was
got
the
a lot to
whole.
say these days, huh?
The last thing I remember hearing about him was the whole when he almost passed away and
Died.
everything.
And ever since then he's had a vendetta, and he's been saying a lot of things since then.
Oh, damn! All right, bet.
Yeah. So no, he's
Wild
not
shit.
being quiet. He's been saying some things. He actually, that first documentary that came out when all this shit first started going down. He's in one of those documentaries. The one on Peacock. I believe it's on Peacock.
Okay.
He's in that one. I saw it. I watched it myself. He's there. He's talking. I'll be sure is not being quiet. Don't ever get it twisted.
Yeah. All right.
And he got some feelings towards that man. He ain't being quiet, and he's set to take the stand as well. Well, if they call him, I don't know. We gonna see how far this go. But anyway, let me get these love notes out of here
I gotta
because
go to
I'm
the
ready to
bathroom.
get
I gotta
off of
refill my
here.
beverage.
We got things to do. Well, I don't got to be up for school, but we got trash to take out, and it is what it is. And I don't want to get bit
All right,
up by
I'll be back.
mosquitoes. So now it is time for the love notes. It is. And so we are going to get to that right now. First, I want to say to anybody who's watching from Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch, because our Facebook is back up now. Thank you for watching. We appreciate you so much. The love is real. And that's why I'm giving y'all live love, because I love y'all. Thank you for the support. Every watch is important. Um, if you watching afterwards or you're watching on Rumble, we love you too. Thank you for supporting and thank you. That support right there is enough for me. Thank you. Hit the like button, though, and if you can and if you willing, share and subscribe. But anyway, it is now time for love notes. Why? Because I gotta show my listener audience some love because I love them and they love me. That is our largest audience that we have so far. We got different audiences, but our listening audience is large. So I like to show them love. Um, so it's time for the love notes. I hold on. Let me put that back on the screen. I used to call it love though. Doc used to call it show notes. I was never gonna call it that, but you know what I mean. We used to go back and forth about it. Eventually, we came to the compromise that we would call it love notes because ain't no love without compromise, people. So we came to the compromise and then we call it love notes, but I was never gonna call it show notes. Doc also said I had a stack of papers the size of a composition notebook. Not anymore, baby. We don't do that no more. Now we do this because it's all love. Thank you for the love. Oh my gosh. Ow. It's all love. Thank you for the love. Shout out to my top 60 United States, the United Kingdom, India, I'm mad. China, Canada, and Belgium. I love you guys. I'm so mad this is still on the screen. Let me get this off. I love you guys so much. Thank you for the support. Russia, Indonesia, Japan, New Zealand, Australia, Turkey, Switzerland, Germany, Mexico, Austria, Philippines, and Kenya. Hi, babies. Thank you for the love. I love you so much. Pakistan, Romania, South Africa, Nigeria, Brazil, Netherlands, Singapore, Spain, Ireland, Nepal. I love you all. Thank you for the love and support. I appreciate it so much. You have no clue. Mauritius, Israel, Hong Kong, France, Poland, Tunisia, Venezuela, baby, Czech Republic, Portugal, and Morocco. Hi, babies. Thank you. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. Ghana, Finland, Cameroon, Lithuania, Sweden, Bangladesh, and Latvia. Hi, honeys. Thank you for the love. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks. I love you. Man, this list is crazy. Hungary, Greece, Denmark, Jamaica, Slovakia, Ukraine, Peru. Hi. Oh my gosh. You guys are extraordinary and thank you for the love. I love you guys. Thanks. Last but not least, Italy and Egypt. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing and just thank you for the support. And I hope that you keep coming back. A lot of these countries on this list, when I go to check this the stats and stuff, I see that a lot of you return and I love you for it. Thank you so much for returning and coming back and checking the show out. That's amazing to me. Let's get into what Doc has said while he's still out of the room. Doc has said, "Catch the vibes." You know what I'm saying? No, don't nobody know what he's saying. Damn it! Sorry, my bad. You made me mad tonight. Just that fast. It's my own fault because I ain't had to pull that case, but I did. Doc has said worldwide, like when I pay rent, you at my beck and call. That's a fucking lie. They might be. I never. I don't give a fuck. You not just because you pay my rent don't mean that you take away my free will. That's some bullshit. So yeah, not. They might be though. That's because they crazy. But not me. I'm not crazy. I don't do that kind of stuff. Don't think I'm at your beck and call. I'm at my beck and call. Huh. And especially if you nope. I'm not at your beck and call. I don't give a fuck. If you are paying my rent. You all pay nope. Not at your beck and call. Now I'm gonna be a good, loving, submissive woman, but I'm not at your fucking beck and call, bitch. Sorry, my bad. That it made me go off. I was going off on the on the tangent. Cause I'll be damned. No, I still got free will. You can't take my free will. Only a weak bitch would let you do that shit. I take care of home. I make sure everything is good, but I'll be damned if I'm at your beck and call. Nigga, I'm sucking my dick. Like, oh, you better do. Nah, you better kiss my ass. Nope. Now you're home. Your house gonna be clean. I'm gonna have dinner waiting for you because if you taking care of all the bills, you deserve that kind of. It's a deserving thing. It's not a you just get it because no, you deserve it. That's why I'm doing it, not because you think you in charge of some shit. You ain't in charge of shit. So again, when I was married, one thing that his friends still tell me to this day, or his old friends still tell me to this day, is that when we met you, you were so submissive. Why? Because I wanted to be submissive to my husband. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't because he was making me be. He can't make me do shit. Because as soon as he started trying to make me do shit, it got ugly. Again, ask him about the coffee pot. I wonder if they had to paint over them stains. They can't still be there.
Oh Lord.
And then after that happened, after I broke my coffee pot, I was more mad about the coffee pot than I was the fact that I was fighting his ass. Because at that point, I'm like, well, how the hell am I gonna get some coffee now? Type shit. Type shit. That was my concern. My coffee. But yeah, it was coffee stains in the kitchen, the hallway, it was everywhere. Um, and I love that apartment too. It's so sad that so much bad stuff happened in there. Um, or like the time he called himself spitting in my face and I gave him this mean ass right hook of mine. No, you don't control shit.
Damn.
If I want to be submissive, I will. And don't let it. I got baby hands, but they sharp. and they quit. Don't ever get it twisted. If I want to submit to you, I will, but you are not in control of shit.
Oh
You can't
shit.
make me submit.
Ooh.
So that's what it is. All right. So now that we said those things, cause that's some dumb ass shit to believe. Oh, you had my beck and call, nigga. Suck my dick. I'm not at nothing, and I don't have a dick, but I got a latex one. You want it, bitch?
Um,
Oh, sorry.
I don't know if this is no.
So I guess I am going to tell you to suck my dick. But go ahead.
No, I just got an alert and it was crazy.
About what?
Somebody passed.
Oh, Ananda passed.
Yeah,
Ananda Lewis.
yeah.
But she had been battling breast cancer. I'm not super sad because this is something we knew about 5, 6 years ago. She said
Somebody.
it. She came out and said it. Like she came out, had a whole PSA, like, y'all, I'm going through this thing. And it's sad, and well, I don't want nobody to pass, but at the same time, when you know about it for 5, 6 years,
Time is
it's
time.
kind of, you know what I
Time.
mean? Well, me, I can't say y'all. I'm just saying me because I know about it for 5 or 6 years now. It's like, well, I knew it was coming. You feel me? She said it was coming. She
Okay.
said it. And she said she wasn't going to fight too hard and it'll be what it be. But may she rest in peace. But I did get that news. But we not doing that tonight because I don't want to do no
All right.
death or nothing. I don't want to talk about people passing. I try not to talk about people passing because I don't want to be sad. It's a bad enough we do these court cases. Uh,
Okay.
bad enough we do that. I don't need all the sadness. Um. Anyway, but yeah. So that's that. All right. Let me say these things real quick because we got trash to take out, and I guess that would be my masculine side. I don't know, but anyway, this is why. Nah, you don't run shit. Shut up. I gotta take the trash out still by myself on my
Okay.
own arms. No nigga, you don't run shit. Um, join the conversation. You can do that. You already know 443 551 5963 443 You can send a text. You can call in. You send a text or drop a comment. It'll be live on air, and the comments will be on the screen. If you call in, you will be live on air. Uh, yeah, nah, you don't run shit, motherfucker. Sorry, I'm the wrong one to tell you. You run what? You want to talk to us about anything, contact at ambitiouslyent.com, contact at ambitiouslyent.com, or you can hit us up ambitiouslythepodcast at gmail.com. Oh no, I feel it already. I ain't even went outside and I'm about to get bit by mosquitoes. But anyway, uh, I feel it. I can feel it already. Check out our website, www.ambitiouslyent.com, www.ambitiouslyent.com, and join our coffee community over there so we can have salacious, titillating, and taboo conversations. And I can say shit and fuck and bitch and every cuss word that I want to say whenever I want to say it. And that's going to be on the website. I'm working on it. Go over the Rumble because I'm really going to be just cussing all the time over that bitch. I'm going to be making points, but I'm going to be cussing my ass off. Like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. We need every like, every share, and every subscription that we can get. Please. Pretty please. And much, much love to DJ Root Casey, the man
Salute to Rukasey.
on the ones and twos. That guy. He texted me earlier to tell me he was getting ready to go home and work on another mix. Stop playing with us. We always got a mix. Oh, sorry. My bad. I'm gonna calm down. I'm gonna calm it down. But anyway, big shout out to DJ Rukasey. Oh, hold, I gotta do his song. Go DJ, cause that's my DJ. Go DJ, cause that's my. All right. Yeah, big shout out to DJ Rukasey, and let us know how you feel about these mixes that we pay every Friday, every Fire Friday, cause they be some heat, and y'all just don't know. So make sure you let us know about that. Um, yeah, man. He just hit me up and told me, well, before the show started, actually, that he was going home after he got off of work and he was getting back to it, and that's why I respect that man. That man be on his job. Oh, sorry. Um, I had to say it like Pop. Job. Um, hit that like. Doc has said, hit that like button. Tune in, live show, radio show, and get the freaking app. Do that. How about that? I was going to give y'all a tutorial of how to get to the radio station too, but then I just calmed down. I calmed down, but y'all might need a tutorial on that too. Um, I was supposed to do. I'm gonna do this real quick, just before I get to the last things that I'm gonna say in the evening, because I was supposed to do a commercial, a live commercial today, but I didn't do it. So I'm gonna add this to the mix real quick. Make sure that if you have a small business and you just want to focus on the productivity of said business, right? Your business. You want to make sure your products is good and all that good stuff. And it's a lot to run businesses, right? But you might need a bookkeeper. And if you do, go to www.laborallybookkeeping.com and get yourself some help so you don't have to wear all the hats. Sometimes it's better when you got a team. I'll tell you what I can do for you, but I'm not going to do it right now because it was supposed to be a live commercial, but we didn't have time. We was too busy talking about Diddy dumbass. Anyway, we'll get to it though. Yeah, I'm in my feelings because he made me not do my live commercial because he want to keep saying, you know what I'm saying? No, I don't know what you saying, fool.
Get some
Anyway,
bookkeeping. You know what I'm saying? Who got the receipts between my bookkeeper and my mama?
your mama got the receipts, nigga. That's who got the receipts. Sorry, Mace. He jumped on my. Sorry, my bad. Y'all know I used to, for a while I was living just to say that your mama got the receipts, nigga. Made that man real mad. Your mama got them. All right. It's time to say the things I say every night. He was mad. He was angry. Your mama got. And he had the fronts in his mouth too. And it's almost like he was about to jump through the camera on Diddy. Your mother got the receipts, nigga. Oh, wait a minute. Calm down. Max, ain't you supposed to be a pastor now? Calm down. Um, going off, y'all. It's crazy. Anyway, it's time to say the things that I say every night. It's time for my sermon. Um, oh, okay. I'm ready. I'm not as hot tonight, so I can make it. I can make it. Got the fan doing what it's supposed to do. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
It get a little hot in here. But anyway, mind your business. Everybody's business. It's not your business, congregation.
Amen.
Sometimes you just need to shut the fuck up
Well.
and mind your goddamn business.
Mm,
Now, the time that I say that it's okay for you not to mind your business, it's on Media Mondays where I tell everybody's business because I'm nosy as hell. I mean, everybody's business. Um, I am, and it'd be fun for y'all to be nosy with me. The tap in, I try not to tell people's business, but every now and again that happens. But I don't do that intentionally. It's just the conversations we be having. Sometimes people get inserted in there somewhere. The wiretap, like tonight, oh, I meant to tell business. Doc meant to tell it too. I was very impressed by our acting skills, by the way, but we'll talk about that later. Um, we was acting in the
yeah.
scene. Um, but if you are a foul, depraved, disgusting, sinister, heinous, disgusting. I said disgusting, but I said again. Diabolical, dumbass, idiot. Who out? I'm missing something. Go ahead, Doc. Get it in. Get it in.
You could be wicked. You could be contaminated, perverted. You could be threatening. You could be ominous, menacing, and I'll end with my favorite one: insidious.
You could be all of those things, and if you are in any of those things, and you have a court case, and I can pull it because obviously I've just showed y'all that I could pull some shit. Right? Pretty good at this detective thing I be doing. But if you have any of those things, I mean, if you are any of those things and you have a court case, oh shit, and it's high profile enough for me to discuss it, we will be discussing it. So don't be any of those things, and don't have a court case. You don't have nothing to worry about. Um, Wet and Wired is more me and Doc's business. We gonna need one real soon, just so we can get away from this diabolical shit that we keep reading. Um, I don't know why that's like that, but I'm still here, so I'm cool. Um, Cattails. Make sure when I'm gonna let y'all know the date exactly that y'all go over the Rumble because that's where it's gonna first air at. I
Okay.
feel like that's a safer place for me to air the first episode anyway. I did. I'm not gonna lie, because I gotta see how this is gonna go. Um, but it's gonna happen. But in that, when I do cattails, know this: I change names. So the only way that they'll know it's you is if your stupid ass decides that you want to get on there and comment and come all, well, now they know it's you, dumbass. You shouldn't have opened your mouth. And what you said that
Hit dogs will holler.
because
You
they
know what I'm
dumb as
saying?
shit.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
No, no, no. But I know
It
that part. I
matched.
know the first thing you said. I don't know what I'm saying. None of that.
It's read
But
between the lines. I had to throw that in on that one
I
because
ain't gonna lie though. That's kind of a New Yorker thing because my baby father say that all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, nigga, I don't know.
is it? You know what I'm saying? Or not mean?
Both.
Like most New York people, I always think they say not mean.
Baby, I got a baby by a New Yorker, a Harlem nigga at that. Same as him. They say that a lot. It depends. Like different boroughs say different things. They say, you know what I'm saying, a lot,
Okay.
and nah I mean, but they don't say nah I mean as much as they say, you know what I'm saying. So I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt on that one because I do have a baby by a Harlem nigga, and he used to say, you know what I'm saying, a lot, and I'm just like, what? No,
You too
man, I'm
important.
to be specific. Remember when we kept talking about the make it of the band walking over the bridge
Yeah.
thing, and I'm telling you, it's a juniors in Harlem on 125th. I know this because I have a baby by a Harlem nigga. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh, you just hit. You know what I'm saying?
the Harlem popped in there real quick. You feel me? But anyway, normally I'd be like, nah, I mean, it's like, no, I wouldn't say. I'd be like, all right,
I
listen,
just said if anybody from
hey
the
yo, I would probably say that more than anything because we run the AO in the hole in Baltimore. Fuck it, dummy. Anyway, so fuck it, dummy. Um, all right, so we got past all of that, but yeah, mind your business otherwise. Also, the most one of the most important things that I always say in every sermon at the end of every night is love your babies, hug your babies, encourage your babies, and tell your babies that they are the greatest of all times because they need an encouragement. Nobody is going to give that encouragement like you'll give them the encouragement. That it means the more to them from you than anybody else on this planet. To hear, I'm proud of you, I love you, you can be and do anything that you want to do in life. For a parent to say that to their child puts their child on the next level of greatness. So make sure you tell your baby say they need that encouragement. If they want to work for NASA, tell them the best astronaut, engineer, receptionist, janitor, uh, secretary, or whatever the hell else they do over there at NASA. I don't know. It's space. I do know that. But I do know you should get yourself a telescope and not the kind that you look through your neighbor's windows with, you pervs.
I've been meaning to ask you, where did this statement come from, by the way? I'm asking
Because I
today.
know some pervs.
You don't gotta explain it, but
I'm not getting ready to go into because I want to get to the trash tonight. I don't want. And last night we did the show and it was 2 hours long. I ain't doing that tonight. But one day I'll explain it. One day, not tonight though. Uh, and I can't do another 2 hour because it stopped me from putting it on certain platforms. Um, and to disseminate this podcast, we gotta keep it moving. But yeah, not the kind because people and it's the long skinny one people be. And I done seen people. It was a movie with the Baldwin brother. I get to that later. I'm gonna break it down. They was looking at other people's windows with a telescope. Anyway, so not that kind. Get you one, a good one, a big kind, a huge kind. Well, not huge, but it is a little girthy. Requires a little bit of assembly. It comes with beams, scopes, and apps and shit. Mine does anyway. You want one of those kind? Go to National Geographic. That's where mine came from. And then go outside with your kid after you put it together and all that good shit. Discover some shit. Maybe an ash ash. I don't know, something. A comment. I keep hating to say
Asteroid.
meteor. I can't get no because I keep thinking about a meteor right now, and I
Mm.
can just keep thinking about it coming. Whatever. Um, an asteroid, a comet. I hope not. If you do discover a meteor that is passing you and not coming towards you, because I had a dream about that the other night, by the way. Um, a planet that's not a planet anymore, but it used to be a planet, but now they say it's not a planet. But fuck them, it's still a planet in my opinion. Um, a freaking UFO. Just don't refer my ass because I don't want no part. Don't beam me up, Scotty. You get beamed up by yourself, get probed, come back 2 days later, call me and tell me what happened, and I'ma listen and I'ma believe you, but I just don't want the referral. Okay. If they want to work for NASCAR, tell them to be best NASCAR driver, pit boss, pit crew member, commentator, engineer, whatever the hell else they do over the NASCAR. I don't know. What I do know is that they have a need for speed. And at one point in time, the muscle car was everything. And in my opinion, the muscle car will always be everything. Let's not talk about my addiction. I mean, people got addictions, you know. I would rather mine be the smell of petrol than that narcotic stuff that they was on. You know them things like them horse tranquilizers and stuff that they was taking. I don't want no parts of that. Um,
Flocka Tusi. You know,
huh?
I said Flocka Tusi.
I said horse tranquilizers so I wouldn't have to say the names.
Oh my bad.
I tell you yesterday, we trying to float easy on YouTube. They on one right now. Um, and I don't want them sending me not a nay nada, not a nay nada
Hmm.
email about certain things. Okay? Um, because they do. They send emails about those things. And then they tell you, you're never going to get monetized. It's okay. I'm getting monetized on Rumble already. Our viewership is up over there already, and it's only been up for 3 days. I'm just saying. Play with me. But anyway, but whatever it is that them babies want to do, just encourage them. Encourage them. Be there for them, have their backs, and encourage them. And tell them you love them. They need that love. Time for your fair warning. I love giving this because this is where you really learn who you really dealing with when I give this warning, which is stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. My lane, your lane, not the same. We in two different lanes. Your lane over there. My lane is over here, right? You jump in my lane, you gonna get something that I don't think you're ready for. You gonna write yourself a check that you can't cash. I had my pen in my hand right at the right time that you cannot cash, right? So just stay in your lane. Do not break the glass. Do not push the button. I'll say this. It sounds funny when I say it, but it's real life. Like stay in your lane. My lane and yours is not the same. You jump in my lane, you gonna get her, and you don't want her. She is not nice. She is not sweet. She is not kind. She is not none of them things. She can be a bitch. She could be evil. And I don't like to bring her out, but she does come out from time to time when people get her fucked up. You gonna fuck around and find out for real. So just let her feed her gazelle to her cub. We over here grubbing, grubbing, living life. Stay in your lane. You don't want her. She's not nice. You want the 2-for-1 special. Let me put that on the screen first. Hey, you big purr bitches. You want the 2-for-1 special. Very great deal, by the way. I just want y'all to know it's a great deal. Because you get her first. You want to get her, you get her, you're going to be, oh, because she's in, whew. Listen. She is nice, sweet, kind, and cuddly. And I've been telling y'all that for a long. She is a sweetie. You want her. And if you get her, then you're going to get the other one too, which is a big AU big purr, bitches. You want them. You don't want that first one. She not. Oh, she ain't nice. And plus, what usually happens when you jump into other people's lanes is a collision. And who the fuck needs that? I don't need that for me. I don't need that for you. I don't need that for Doc. Leave Doc out of this shit. We don't need that for we. So just stay in your fucking lane, and everything is cool and copacetic. Pick and choose your battles wisely. Every battle is not a battle to be fought. Some battles you gotta say, you know what, fuck this shit. You won, homie. You won. Because then you're gonna end up like Petty Boots, aka Baby Caligula, aka Little Boots, aka Drake. You're gonna end up like him. And who wants to be in his position right now? Nobody. I don't. Oh, my pen does still work. Oh, I thought I had to get some more ink. Um,
Calling
special.
that shit. I just
I'm
had to
sorry,
say
special
that.
pen.
I'm sorry.
I got sidetracked because I just and it was working. I love this pen. Anyway, you don't want to be like him. Don't be like him. It can't be fun right now for him at all because he decided that he did not want to pick and choose his battles wisely. He should have took some advice from his homeboy J. Cole, but he didn't. You feel me? No, he had to move forward, and now look at him. Plus, he lied. He lied. He said he studied hip hop. Well, Kendrick Ben told us he lied on Meet the Grams. He said, "You lied." That's how he and you lied about you lied about you lied. He kept doing that, right? So we know he a liar. But he said he studied hip hop, and if he studied hip hop, then he would know that Mobb Deep said that there's a war going on outside and that no man is safe from it. They also said that you can run, but you can't high five in these streets that we done took Petty Boots. They said, baby Caligula, that you are walking around with your head down, scared to look. And they said, little Boots, that you are shook. Because ain't no such thing as halfway crook straight. That's what they said. You should have took heed. If you studied for real, then you would know what they was saying and where they was coming from with it. But no, you didn't study, and then you lied on national television and said that you did. Now look at you. Worry about the war. Don't worry about the battle. Mama say, mama say, mama kusa. Okay? Alright. Be you. Be originally you. Be authentically you. Be amazingly you. Be genuinely you. Even if they tell you that they hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk, and the way that you dress. We can't please them all, right? You can stop doing fake accents, though. But you walking, that's the natural walk. And if you want to dress like a weirdo, then dress like a weirdo. I actually like when people don't conform, especially when it comes to fashion. Don't dress like everybody else. You're an individual. Dress like you. But stop doing fake accents. That's dumb. And drop the court case. That's dumb too. Okay? But also remember that what you eat don't make them shit. Fuck that movie. Um, yeah, it don't. What you eat don't make them shit. What they eat don't make you shit. Don't fuck them. Um, you can't make anybody happy. I'm gonna promise you. The reason why I say that is because I live by this creed. I do not try to make people happy. Now, I'm always happy when I can add to their happiness, but I don't try to make anybody happy. I'm selfish that way. I am. I try to make me happy. And my daughter. That's my only concern. Everybody else better get in where they fit in. You can't make anybody happy. You can add to. And plus, I keep telling y'all, misery love company, and I be telling that bitch all the time, bitch, I am not your company. Scoot, scoot. Keep it moving. Nothing to see here. Nope. You came in this world by yourself. You're gonna leave by yourself, even if you are a twin. Unless you conjoin, maybe that might. But if you're not, you're gonna go by yourself. Um, so focus on you and becoming a better you. Um, Listen, no matter how much you try to please and appease people, they'll be like, I don't like this, I don't like that, and you'll try to fix it. You won't fix it. You won't. You won't. So focus on, like I said, yourself and making sure you're good. And then everybody else will be good around you if you're really good. Um, dream so big. Dream, baby. I love dream so big that your dreams exceed the universe. And then remember that not let anybody tell you your dreams are bullshit. Cause they will. They always will. But don't listen. Keep on dreaming, baby. Keep on dreaming. And then once you realize and visualize the dream, plan. Plan and then execute. Because it's not going to happen if you don't make a move. Okay? It's just not. And that's real. So that's this evening's sermon. Make sure you stop downstairs, get you something to eat. Doc, is Brenda here today?
No, she's still homebound, home written.
Okay, good. Because we don't want
And
that nasty ass mac and
she
cheese.
look, she told her nephew to bring the dish, but we quickly put it away from everybody else's dish.
Well, I don't encourage lying, but she old.
But we just moved the dish.
Yeah.
It's still
We
in the
gotta get
kitchen.
rid of it though, cause when her come back to church and be like, "Why is my macaroni and cheese still here?" So we
No,
got to do something about that.
we have other custodians that will wash the dish, wash the casserole thing,
All
and
right,
make sure
cool.
she get her Tupperware casserole or whatever it is returned back to her, so she can't say we stole one of her items.
Cause you know she will say you stole her Tupperware now.
And we want to make sure we return that shit. Fuck that.
My name is Catley, and I approve this message.
Oh shit, you did it too fast. My bad. Hold on. You fucked up. You did it too fast.
We over
There
here
you go.
tripping. I
There
had
you
to
go.
do that real quick, yo.
No,
She will
you
say
caught me
you
off guard
stole her
because I
Tupperware
normally I
now.
gotta remind you, but you did it off the rip.
Yeah, cause I just thought about. She will say we stole her Tupperware. We don't need that.
No, it got spaghetti stains and shit in it. Hell no.
We don't need that. But anyway, y'all. Doc, thank you, baby, for always being holding it down. We do be having our comedy sessions. Tonight was probably one of them because we was in role playing tonight, which was crazy. I like the role playing. I like when we get something where we be like, oh, we get right role play. This is crazy. So,
I know. I know. I
it's
I
one of
agree.
my
It's cool.
favorite things. So thank you for just being here and holding it down. We appreciate you, sir.
Thank you for having me. I greatly appreciate being here. I don't want you ever get it confused or anything. This is your show, what you do, and I'm happy that you allow me to participate.
I was gonna say, why is that even a part of the conversation? You are part of that. You've been the employee of the show forever.
We ain't say that for years,
I
and I can say
know.
years because it's been more than years. That's the funniest shit.
But nah, we appreciate you over here. I'm trying to put it in a situation where everybody, like I told Rukazi, and I'll tell you this now on camera, like I'm trying to put us in a position where everybody can get some money off of this podcast too, because I feel like everybody deserves a piece of the pie. But we'll talk about that later.
I ain't good.
But
Oh, I
y'all, we
did
gotta
do
get out of here because it is Wednesday night,
no. Yeah. Oh yeah. Wednesday, Thursday. All right. Yeah.
and Doc and I have
Trash day.
household responsibilities.
Basuda, bro.
We have responsibilities, and we gotta go handle. Before I go, y'all, let me tell y'all something that drive me crazy about my daughter. She got a Puerto Rican brother.
Why you giving business?
Cause I have to. This is a business. I tell people
Because
business
I
things.
said Basuda.
Yeah, you said Pacific. I couldn't even get it out. She got a Puerto Rican brother, and the girl can't speak a lick of Spanish, and
Okay.
he speaks Spanish though.
Okay.
And she get A's in Spanish, but she can't speak. I got
Hold up.
questions.
I'm confused now.
I got questions.
I have questions too. How you get A's in Spanish but you can't speak a lick of Spanish?
That's my question. That's what I'll be asking her. Like, how does this even? I think your Spanish teacher playing games. Cause how you don't speak no Spanish?
Does this Spanish teacher either?
Just like you know what you hear. Hey,
There's so much shit I can send you on a regular day-to-day basis that would it would be we don't or you don't do with shows that would talk about it. But there's so many crazy shit I come across on the internet. You'd be like, what the fuck? There was a teacher who taught high school for like a couple of years that couldn't read. and it was fucked up because it was a black kid that called him out on it, and he tried to make it a racist thing, and then the principal had to be like, "Can you read this?" And everybody got quiet in the room, and the teacher couldn't read it, and it was fucked up. This is a real story. It
I
really
know.
happened.
I heard that story before. I seen it.
That shit
All
is
kinds of
crazy.
stuff. I be on the internet all day, y'all. I be hearing these stories, and that's my whole point. But now my daughter, she takes Spanish, she get A's in Spanish, and she don't speak Spanish. And it hurt. It don't make it no better that she got a Puerto Rican. I have Puerto Rican brother that speaks Spanish too. It's crazy work. Crazy, crazy work.
Crazy
But
work.
whatever.
I agree with you.
All right, y'all. We gotta get up out of here. Yeah, I'm gonna mess with her in a minute about that. Like, nigga, you can't even speak Spanish. And you getting A's in that class. And
The
I
one
ain't
thing
never
I
take
did
you
want to
out of
say,
Spanish yet. With me, they took me out of Spanish and put me in French. That's why I can speak a little bit of Spanish though. Anyway,
well, I
yeah, we
want to
got
ask my last thing because there was something that I did, and I was curious about it.
what?
I did send you the video of Devin the Dude, the song, and I
Yeah,
gave
but
you
I
the
haven't
link.
had time to get to it yet.
All right, cool. We done.
I don't. I do a lot of shit in a day, so I don't like. You might send me. I seen it, but I don't be having time. Like today was website days. I'm working on 2 websites at one time right now, and then I had to handle the Rumble and all of the other stuff. So I haven't had time. I will get to it, but I haven't had time. I can't. I don't get the stuff right. And then you sent it to me last night. I was going to bed. I didn't care about nothing.
Yeah. Look, I remember. All right.
I was
Thank
hot.
you for having me.
I was hot and in pain. I was going to bed, so I ain't looking nothing. I was like, I'm in the bed. Wow.
The cloud.
Probably face planted in that bitch and all some more shit. You seen what happened last night after we got off the camera? Gotta go. So, with that being said, y'all, we gotta get up out of here. I gotta go outside and handle my business. Get rid of this trash out of my house because I do not do trash in my house. But love y'all so much. Appreciate y'all so much. Be easy, stay safe, and stay out of trouble. That's all I'm going to say to that note. But now it is time to go. So good night. Bye, y'all. Bye. See y'all later. Bye. We gotta go. Wait. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. I gotta handle my. Oh my gosh. I got too many keyboards in my face, y'all. I gotta condense this shit. I don't know how to make that happen, but whatever. All right. We gotta get up out of here. Bye, y'all.
OMG.